Hi guys, and welcome back to Thinking Out Loud. Today I'm going to show you how I wrap a present as a blind person. I've seen it on the internet that some people are a bit unsure how to do it. I have written a post which I will link down below, but I thought I'd just do a video to walk you through it for those who have a bit of sight. So what you'll need is some wrapping paper, the present you're going to wrap, some sellotape, pair of scissors, ribbon and a bow. To make it quicker, I have actually got things ready, so I've got everything laid out, but I will walk you through how to do it as I'm doing it. So first you get the wrapping paper and you roll it out. So you want the paper facing down. The white bit, if you can see it, will be the bit you can see, and the sparkly bit will be facing the floor. You put the present somewhere in the middle, and with your non-dominant hand you bring over the wrapping paper to completely cover up the present and kind of match the other side. That way when you roll it out, you'll probably have far too much paper, but it's better to have too much than not enough. So I know that that's going to cover my box. I'm going to grab my scissors. Where are my scissors? There they are. And obviously you use your scissors in your dominant hand. You'll hold the roll kind of taut. You'll slide the scissors in and just kind of follow the way of the roll. Then that way it'll try and keep you as straight as you possibly can, and that way it'll give you a quick, clean break. See, so I've done that. Obviously I don't need the scissors right now, so I'll put them back. I'll move my present to what I think is the centre of the wrapping paper. And yeah. And then what you want to do is you want to bring, so for me, I'm more dominant with my left hand, so I'll bring the left side over, hook it over the present itself, and kind of allow the present to straighten the paper up against the box. And that's what's really good about using a box, because you can really straighten up your present to try and get the best sort of visual look, and it's kind of aesthetically pleasing for those that can see. So I've just brought it over to the edge of the box. That way the little bit of paper just sits over it and it will straighten up your paper nice and neat. I'm going to let go of it to grab some sellotape, which might mean it will unflick, but of course if you've already lined it up, it will just take you a second to put it back across. I have decided for quickness that I'd already set out the sellotape, so you just want to put them against a hard surface and then snip part way down where you think how big the present may be, and that way it will give you a good idea of securing your present in place, making it look as straight as possible. Hopefully, doesn't really matter, but more so it saves you having to try and hold the sellotape, cut it and the present at the same time. So for the middle of the box, I'm going to kind of follow where the paper ends, and I'm going to stick down the sellotape to follow the line of the present, so it's sticking to the present as well as the wrapping paper. That way I'll hold it in place. I'm now going to bring the other side over, and that will again help you straighten it up. So it will just flip over the side of the box, and I'll just straighten it out a little bit. I'm going to grab my sellotape, and again it's probably unravelled, so I'll need to just straighten it back up ever so slightly again. As straight as you can against the box. Hold the sellotape if you want in both hands, with one holding down the present, and then you want to just gently press the sellotape on both parts or both sides. So you want to make sure that you're touching both sets or sides of the wrapping paper so it can actually hold it together. I'm going to turn it around to give the camera a bit of an idea of what I'm doing. And so now that your present is wrapped and it's in the middle, what I do is I start from the top and go down. I actually push the paper into the box, so it's lying, it'll be a bit messy, it'll look messy at first, but it will straighten out. So you push it in and against the box, kind of flattening it out as you go, and that means that you'll get quite a good kind of triangle shape towards the end. So it's flat, and I'm going to bring the right side in, again lying it flat against the box, pushing it in and kind of flattening it out as I do so, and then lying it down, and then bringing the same in with the left hand side, pushing it in flat towards your box, right in, right up against the box, and lying it as flat as you can against the box and against itself. I've got a little bit of excess here, so what I'm going to do is tuck it under. It'll also help to keep the paper a bit straighter. And then you bring it up, so it'll have a kind of triangle point. And you bring it up and hold it quite tight against the box. If, like me, you've got a bit of a bit over the top, then you can just tuck that down. It'll look a bit nicer. You tuck it down so it makes almost like another triangle within itself. And then you push it flat against your box. So you've tucked it all in nicely. I'm going to get some sellotape, and I'm going to do one side and then sellotape the other. Again, you want to be you need to make sure that both sides of your paper are being touched and held together with the sellotape, otherwise it'll just unravel. So what I try and do, especially as I can't see anything, is I'll bring it from the top of the box where the edge is, and I'll try and follow the line down as best as I can, holding it and pushing it against the box. So I'm kind of pushing it back in on itself again, but then it's just following the line of the paper. So that's one side. I'm going to do the same with the other side, the triangle. My sellotape pieces are probably a bit too long, but it doesn't matter. Again, it's one of those things, you'd rather it be long than short and not enough, because then it won't hold your present in place. So you just follow the other side of your kind of triangle, pushing it in and holding both sides of your paper together. And then also I'm tucking under. And then all you do really is turn it around and repeat on the other side. So I'll straighten it out a bit. If I'm honest, I have done this kind of almost rushed, so it's not going to be perfect length from both sides. But this is just to give you an idea, to make you feel confident that anyone can do it. So I'm starting from the top again. I'm pushing the top part of the paper into the box, flattening it out as I go, bringing in the right hand side, pushing it flat against the box, straightening it out as I go so it makes it a triangle, doing the same with the left, flattening it, bringing it in, and flattened it as best I can against the box. And then I've got my little triangle here at the end, which I will bring up, tuck over the top, and then push firmly against the box. Because the other side of your box is already tapered, you can almost use your body weight to hold it against it. I will grab the sellotape and repeat. So starting from the top of your box where the triangle is, you want to make sure it's lying flat as possible. So it's holding your present in place. I'm just going to do that with the other edge, starting from the top, following the paper down that you've tucked in, folded in on itself, following it all the way down so it's holding in both pieces. And that's the present wrapped. So then what you do is you grab your ribbon, you can get it from anywhere really, and you kind of stretch it out to go along the whole present with a good excess either end, because you're wanting to actually tie the ribbon together. So I think I've given myself a good excess of either side, but what I'm actually going to do is try and keep the ribbon flat and turn the present upside down on itself. So then the present is actually holding your ribbon in place. Then you can bring the ribbon up. So I've given myself good excess that the ribbon will cover the entirety of the box. So I've given myself a good arm's length. I'm quite petite, and I've given myself a good arm's length. That way, for what we're going to continue doing, it'll work. At this point, you'll need to give it a little snip on the end, because otherwise your ribbon will get caught. And yeah, you bring it up, you bring both parts of the ribbon together to a point. That way it will kind of keep equal lengths. And as if you were about to tie your own shoes, you just twist one piece underneath the other and then start pulling it kind of almost away from yourself, but knowing that it's going to go down and sit on top of the box. So I'm pulling it and pulling it. Now it's laying down on the box. So your box is holding your ribbon in place. So you actually want to turn itself back on its back again, I guess. Flipping it over. So you've got your two ends of your ribbon together. Mine isn't quite even, but we can sort that out just with a little tug. And then what you want to do is, from the side closest to you, you want to bring it up, lift it under the ribbon that's already flat against your present, and the side furthest away from you, bring it under, pulling it towards you again so it's underneath the ribbon. Once you've done that, you can give it a little pull just to make sure it's all nice and taut. And then you want to just create a little knot. That will hold the ribbon in place, but also it will just make it more secure for the box. If you want to be a bit fancy, which is what I'm going to do now, is put it against the scissor and then just kind of bring it up so it kind of slides against it, and then it makes a little roll, like twirls into it. So that's your ribbon. If, like me, you like to decorate, well, sort of decorate, you can grab a bow. With the bow, it'll have a little bit of sellotape on the top. So you kind of fold it over, pinch it together, and it will kind of bend the cardboardy bit, which will then give you access to getting the sticky bit off. So here I am, just pulling it off. Sometimes it gets stuck, but there you go. And for me, well, it depends on what you want to do. You can put your bow anywhere you want. For some weird reason, I decide to always stick it in a corner because then I'll put a tag on another corner. So pop it on anywhere you like, it really doesn't matter. And so, ladies and gents, that's how you wrap a present as a blind person. It's not perfect, but it's all about practice. If you like this tutorial, then feel free to comment and subscribe, and we shall see you next time.